this is Amy. Welcome today to my channel. I am going to be showing you how to do a really very simple, easy floral design using flat brushes. I am going to be using a number 16 and a number 4 AMAGIC paintbrush. All of these items are listed below as affiliate links, so you're welcome to purchase through those. Number 8 Deer Foot Stippler and Fine Liner by Westonia. All the paints I'm using are FolkArt paints, Happy Green, Wicker White, Burnt Umber, Yellow Ochre, and Thicket. Alright, so let's begin. I'm going to be dipping one side of my number 16 into purple. And then I'm just going to go ahead and put a lot of it into the purple and begin. So I'm going to just do strokes that go like that. I'm just purely putting it on the, basically on the front part of the bristle and just pulling towards the center. And then the front center. I just put a little bit of white in there. I will be going back over it with white, but just put a little bit of white in it, trying to give it a little more opaqueness. You can see it. Alright, just dip a little bit in there, and then I'm going to do another one, pull towards the center. And keep in mind, when you're viewing my videos, my intention is to provide very easy designs that a beginner painter would be very successful doing. They're not meant to be difficult by any means. They're just meant to be very simple. So when you're seeing this, I'm just pushing down and pulling towards the center and coming up. Pushing down, pulling towards the center, and coming up. And the same over here. My next step is to just kind of tip my brush into the white, the wicker white, like that. Don't have to be real specific. Each petal can be different. Now I'm just going to do some quick pulls through them, like this. So make sure I cover up the stroke below. And just keep pulling it towards the center. That's the main thing. And I'm sorry if my brush, unfortunately, these long handled brushes, that happens. Okay, that one's pretty thick, so I'm not going to go, well, I might go over it again, I guess. Oops, sorry. I just want them to be different. Again, don't have to be the same. And I apologize, I am left-handed, so sometimes my hand is in the way. I do my best to try to alleviate that as whenever possible. Okay, it's getting a little thin, so I'm going to come back over here and pull. Pull and pull up this way. There you go. And then you can always go back over it if you think that you need more of the purple. You don't have as much as the white kind of shining through. This one kind of got a little thin right in here, so I might even go up the reverse way just to kind of. As I'm doing this, again, if I think it's getting too much purple, then I can go back over it. And you can keep working this as much as you want or as little. But just remember, when you're layering it like this, it's going to be more durable because it has more layers on it. And it shouldn't really be too thick. So you can just kind of look at your flower and see, and if you want to go over and cover any more of it, that is perfectly fine. And you just kind of bring them in like If you want to bring more white in, just add a little bit more. Just tip your brush into the white and pull it in. Just pull it towards the center. Pretty easy, right? I think it is. Here, so I'm just gonna do it like that, and then just keep working it till you get it to where you like it. Definitely is up to you. And even if you want to do maybe another, you can do that too. Again, purely up to you. Let me see here. This one. Like that. There we go. Alright, so then I'm going to put it into the thicket, pull it out, put it into the happy green, pull it out, maybe just stick it a little bit. I can always add some brown to it if I want. And then I'm going to come over here. I'm going to do like I'm hooking them together. Although, you know, they really don't need to be hooked together. They can just be treated as individual flowers if you want. Just do leaves around them. I like to just take my brush and just do a little bit of a curly. Don't have a whole lot of room here, so it's not going to be like as big as what I had on my paper. It'll be fine. And then just come out over here, do the same thing, little curly. And just very loose. I want it to be very loose. Doesn't have to be perfect by any means. Come over this way. I'll run out of paint on my brush here. Come out this way. And it just makes it more whimsical when you're just putting lines in it, like that. I am going to stop with the 3, just to have a starting point, stopping point. Not a big deal. Alright, number 4 brush, put one side into each color, tip the lighter side into the brown, come back here, because it'll give it more of an olivey shade. That makes sense. And then I'm just going to do real easy little leaves. And I do not care which direction they head. Top, it doesn't matter to me. Either way is fine. And yes, I'm probably going to pull up a little bit of the purple underneath because it's still wet. So when you do wet on wet, that's what you look for. And you're going, that's what's going to happen. And I'm going to put one down here. Again, just very easy on the pressure. Pull in some of that purple. And it's okay. It's pretty this way, I think. And then I can even have a leaf go in this direction if I want. Because it's if you don't like the underneath color coming through, then I would recommend hitting it with a heat gun, hair dryer, or just give it a little bit more time to dry and then paint this part. Okay, makes sense? I hope so. We're almost done. I appreciate you sticking with me. What I'm going to do now is take my little fine liner again, do my little loading. My little stems through the leaves. Hook them to the little stems. And I like having it just kind of very lightly come away from the actual stem itself. Just make it kind of whimsical. And you can use the light, the dark, it just doesn't really matter. Combine them. And then we'll just keep going this direction. I have one coming back this way. I just really love them. Because I can do a lot of this with my flat brush, but I don't. I don't get the same results as I do with using this brush. I really like it. Alright, so now we're going to finish this up. Put your Deerfoot stippler. The front part is going to have the white on it. The back is going to have the yellow ochre. And I just pounce it onto my palette. Now, because it's wet, up some of the purple, just so you know. That's okay. And I'm just going to go around it like this. And add more white to it. Just keep pouncing. And you could even add some darker brown to this if you wanted. I didn't really have it like that on my. So I always do samples before I paint on my bottles. And I personally do not care if my centers are all the same size. I don't really care about that. It's not a problem to me. If they're not, because the flowers are kind of different, that's fine. And actually on this one I'm going to have it come down here. I don't know what that is. Have it come down here. A little bit more yellow in the center here. A little bit more white around it. There we go. Then I'm going to take my dotting stylus. I don't know if I said that or not. Stylus. And I think I need a little bit more of this paint. Like I said, I'm not sure what this thing is I got on there. I hate to touch it because I'm afraid it's going to ruin it. Alright, stick my dotting stylus in here, and then I'm just going to go around the bottom. Just tap kind of fast. Like that. And then come back here, do the same thing. Very easy, but to me, it gives it just a little bit more interest than just leaving it plain. Alright, and then finish up here and we'll be done. You can always use a different color if you want something that's actually going to show up more on the actual flower petals. If it doesn't have the white mixed in. Again, that's up to you. But I am perfectly happy with it like this. Alright, there we go. Pretty simple. It's another thing that a beginner can do. Painting is so relaxing and fun. Please take advantage of it. It's a great hobby. Sit down, create some home designs. I do can be done on any surface. I choose to do it on glass. That's what I like to paint on, but you can paint it on anything, up to you. Alright, hope you like this video. If you do, give me a big thumbs up. New to my channel, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, and prior to leaving, if you would hit that share button, you'll find underneath my video. I would greatly appreciate it. Until the next time, please stay safe and healthy, and you have a good one.